Hello everyone, welcome back to Intel Keen Skills. This is day 9 of our 30 days code challenge, and today we're going to learn recursion in Python with factorial problem. Here, what is recursion? Recursion is a method where the solution depends on the solutions to smaller instances of the same problem. Means in the old function, it will take the input, it will divide the input to smaller instances, and it will call the function again with that changed input, with that smaller input. That is called the recursion means. Here, in recursion, function calls itself again and again till it reaches to the base case. Divide and conquer means it will divide the input to smaller instances and finally it combines all the outputs and give us the final output. Stopping rule. Stopping rule means every recursive function needs a base case to stop. Otherwise, it runs again and again, it won't stop. Base case means where the function stops. Here, these are some real-life recursion examples. Take mirrors facing each other as an example. When you keep mirrors facing at each other, then you will find infinite reflections over the mirrors. Right? We have infinite loops till we reach to the base case. Infinite times it will call the same function till it reaches to the base case. And you can also take Russian nesting dolls as an example. Means the Russian nesting dolls will have a doll inside the doll, like that. You can also take the folder as an example. We do have files or we do have the subfolders in that. These are some real life recursion examples. These are the two essential parts in recursion. The base case, where the loop stops. The stopping condition that prevents infinite loops. Here it handles the simplest, smallest input directly. For example, 0 factorial means it is 1. In base case, we do write it like if n is equals to 0, return 1. Here the loop will stop, won't call the function again. The recursive case means it calls the function again and again till it reaches to the base case. In recursive case, the input value will change. These are the code examples for both the cases. Why do we use recursion? Elegant solutions makes complex self-similar problems like trees, sorting and graphs much easier to write and read. Matches math definitions. You can take Fibonacci series and factorial as an examples for this. Less code often requires fewer lines of code compared to complex iterative loop structures. And these are some trade-offs we do have in recursion. One is performance overhead. Every function call uses memory. Too many calls can be slower than a loop. And also there is a risk of crash in recursion. If the base case is missed or the input is too large, you might hit a recursive error, which is stack overflow. So in these cases, it's better if you use loops instead of recursion. And what is factorial? Factorial of a non-negative integer n denoted by n factorial is the product of all positive integers less than or equals to n. For suppose take 5 factorial means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. The condition is n should be non-negative integer. The math definition, simply multiply all whole numbers from the number itself down to 1. These are the examples for that, and there are two special cases in this. For 1 factorial, it is 1 and 0 factorial is also equals to 1. This is the formula for factorial. N factorial is equals to n into n minus 1 factorial, the recursive pattern. And as I told you, this is the factorial formula using recursion. The base case will have if n is less or equals to 1, return 1. Means if n is equals to 0 or n is equals to 1, return 1. That is the base case where the loop stops. And recursive step, multiply n by the factorial of n minus 1. Means here we are changing the input to some other value by decreasing the value by 1. 5 factorial means 5 into 4 factorial. And again we call the function to calculate for 4 factorial. Again we call the function to calculate for 3 factorial. Again for 2 factorial. Again for 1 factorial. In this way, we are calling the same function again and again till it reaches to the base case. Base case means when n becomes 1 or 0. And this is the HackerRank problem that we are going to solve after this concept explanation. Here they asked a factorial function that takes a positive integer n as input and prints the result of n factorial. And 3 is the sample input that we have taken. Sample output is 6. And they asked for some requirements which are this must solve using recursion, not iteration. Identify and handle the base case correctly. Use the exact function name provided. They already gave us the function name named factorial. Use the same function name. Don't change that function name. Okay. These are some requirements. And this is the call stack. How the computer remembers where it was. Okay. Here, see factorial of 5. Again, next factorial of 4. Factorial of 3. Factorial of 1. And it returns upwards. First, it returns the factorial of 1. Then returns factorial of 2. Again returns factorial of 3. Again returns factorial of 4. Phase 1 is the build-up. The computer pauses each function to call a new one with a smaller number. Phase 2 is the base case hit. Input reaches 1. The recursion stops adding frames to the stack. It returns directly the value 1. Phase 3, the unwinding. Each passed function wakes up, gets the answer from the child, multiplies it and returns it. These are the 3 phases that we use in recursion. This is the Python code solution for the factorial calculation using recursion. And these are some common beginner's mistakes. One is due to infinite loop, you might get recursion error. One is the void return. The another one is the stagnant call. Platform pitfall, recursive case. What happens in the base case? And trust the return. Remember to return the result of the recursive call so that values can build back up the stack. And test the small inputs first. These are the key concepts that you have learned. And some pro tips for HackerRank are watch constraints. Means recursion is great, but for very large numbers like n greater than 1000, Python hits a recursion limit. Use loops if n is huge. Strict signatures. Never change the function name or parameter provided by the platform. The auto-graded depends on them. And visualize it if you get stuck, draw the call stack on paper. Tracing the flow manually often reveals the bugs. Now let's solve today's HackerRank problem using recursion. We are asked to calculate factorial using recursion. Factorial means multiplying a number with all numbers before it. For example, 3 factorial. 3 factorial means 3 into 2 into 1, which is 6. And we have to write the code in the factorial of n function. Need to start with the base case. The base case means where the recursion will stop in the function. For that, if n is equals to 0 or 10 is equals to 1, return 1. And this is the base case. In recursion, base case is very important. This is where recursion stops. If n is 0 or 1, factorial is always 1. So we directly return 1 and stop calling the function again. And the recursive case. For that, return n into n minus 1 factorial. Okay, here what will it do? It will, if you take 3 as n is equals to 3 into factorial of 3 minus 1, 2. And it will again calculate for factorial of 2. And we'll multiply that 3 into the factorial of n minus 1. Again, it will keep on going till it becomes n is equals to 0 or n is equals to 1. That is what happens in this code. Here factorial of n is n multiplied by factorial of n minus 1. Okay. And the function call is like n is equals to integer of input dot strip. Result is equals to factorial of n. Here HackerRank gives us the input value and we pass it to the factorial function. The function keeps calling itself until it reaches the base case, then returns the result step by step. And the output is like fptr dot write string of result plus n. Finally, we print the result as required by the HackerRank. Let's run the code. Yeah. We got the correct output. Now submit the code and check for the cases. The very important thing you have to remember is recursion always needs two things: a base case to stop and a recursive case to repeat the logic. So please practice this concept well because recursion is very important for interviews. And finally, a single line summary as recursion is when a function solves a problem by calling itself until it reaches a stopping condition. So that is all for the day. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe to Intel Keen Skills.